Okay, you know what? I have to get off the phone because I need to do my review. So I will call you later, okay? All right, talk to you later. Bye. Hey, how's it going, my friends? So today we're going to take a look here at the beautiful LG G5. Some people don't like the phone. I don't dislike it. I think it has a really nice look. And definitely the phone offers really amazing pictures. So why don't we go ahead and start taking a look at the interface of this LG G5. All right, guys, so I think I know the specs from the top of my head, so let's go ahead and talk about that. So we have a 8 megapixel front facing camera. We also have a 16 megapixel dual camera this year. One of the camera, it's a wide angle, the other camera is a standard mode. Just like last year, the LG G4, the LG G5 supports IR blaster, as you guys can see on the top. We also have a microphone right there, audio jack port. Right here on this side, we have the volume rocker. On this other side, we don't have anything except for access to the micro SIM card and access to micro SD card up to 200 gigabytes. On the back of the phone, we had access to the power button as well as a fingerprint scanner. Dual flash tone, the laser technology for the autofocus of the camera. As you can see on the bottom of the phone, we have access to one microphone, USB port Type-C, and the speaker grill. All right, guys, another thing to mention here, it's the access to the battery. We get a 2800 milliamp battery, which is actually smaller than last year. And you can remove the battery by pressing right here. So as we press right there, the battery gets ejected. This is how the battery looks like. They also offer different modules. I believe there is one for the audio, one for the camera. But this is how the battery looks like. We're gonna go ahead and put this back inside. And let's go ahead and turn on the phone again. So another thing to mention is the processor on this phone. It's a octa-core processor with 4 gig of RAM. All right, guys, let's take a look here and see how the fingerprint scanner works. I'm gonna tap right here to lock the screen. Place the finger on the back, and as you guys can see, unlocks the phone right away. I think, in my opinion, it's actually faster than the Samsung. Take a look at that, really quick, the fingerprint scanner on the LG G5. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a look here at the interface of the phone. We swipe down right here, we get access to the quick settings. If we move this way, we get access to the rest of the quick settings. And if we click right here, we can get access to edit the quick settings, and you can even add more, as you can see down here. Here's a look at the main settings of the phone. And this phone also offers some of the features that we saw from last year on the LG G4. For example, if we go to a display, home touch buttons, you can change the combination of the buttons that you see down here. You can also change the color. Right now we have the black. You can change between black or white. That was available on the LG G4 from last year. Okay, guys, so now we're looking here next to the G5 at the S7 Edge. And as you guys can see, this is a feature that is called Always on Display, which is also available on the G5, but unfortunately, it's not as clear as it shows right here on the S7, and it doesn't show much information. See, it's really dimmed down, the light. It doesn't show much, but we access it right here by going into the settings. I believe it's a home screen. I take that back, it's under display. Always on display, so if we click right there, this is what it's showing right now. It shows the time, the date, and notifications. And if you click right here, it asks you what to show. The options are limited in comparison to the S7 Edge. You can only show the time or signature. So that's always on display here on the G5. Just as a comparison, we're not doing a comparison between the two phones, but just a comparison between that feature. If we go down here, display and wallpaper, always on display on the S7. Content to show, if you click on calendar, it will show the calendar, and you can pick the calendar style. If you show the clock, you can choose the clock style. So as you guys can see, more options when it comes to always on display and brighter on the S7 Edge versus the G5. All right, let's continue here with the interface. So we move this way and we have another screen and another screen, and as you're adding more apps, you're gonna get more screens. There is a screen indicator down here, and this is how the phone application looks like. We have right here at the bottom, back, home, and recent applications, and we can go ahead and clear all. All right, I'm running the phone right now in the high performance mode. We can click right here on the battery and activate the battery saver. And as you guys can see, that's gonna dim down the brightness, and we're gonna see the orange color on the bottom and on the top, which actually kind of weird that they do that with the LG, because that's something that I remember from Motorola. But anyways, as far as the battery life, what I can tell you is that it's pretty decent. It's not great, and it's not gonna be like the battery life on the S7 Edge. The battery on this phone is at 2800 milliamp, which is smaller than LG G4. Guys, I think it's time to take a look at some benchmarking scores and playing some high graphic games. Alright guys, so now I'm gonna show you guys how the remote option. My wife gets really upset when she's watching her recordings on her DVR and I change the channel. So I'm gonna come from behind and I'm gonna change the channel with the IR blaster on the LG G5. Let's see what happens. Alright, look at her there, she is watching TV. So I'm gonna try to mute the TV from here. Let's see if I can mute it. Now I'm gonna change the channel.
What? Here, the dozer doesn't move, and then we're screwed. Wait a minute. Doing anything else in here? Gotta go home and be repaired. What are you doing?
I'm changing the channel with the phone.
Oh my gosh! Why that? What? How are you doing that? Why did you do that to me?
I'm doing it with the phone.
Oh my God.
You didn't know that you can do that with a phone?
No.
The phone has an IR blaster on the top, and you can actually change the TV or control everything. You want me to show you again?
Yes.
Watch, look. So right here,
I know when you're being sneaky.
All right, so right here, I'm gonna click on TV first, and then I can change here the volume.
Call quits and go home.
I can go ahead and mute it. I can change the channel. I'm gonna switch it now to the box, and I'm gonna go ahead and change the channel. Take a look at that. How cool, huh? Isn't that cool?
I didn't know you could do that.
Absolutely. You can control the TV with the phone.
Wow.
All right, guys, I'm going to take a look here at the interface of the camera. As you can see, we are looking here at the G4 on the table. That's a standard angle. Here's the wide angle. So definitely huge feature, really important, one of the main features on the camera on this phone this year. We have the same interface pretty much, except for a few things that are new. You can swipe to go back and forth between the rear camera and front facing camera. You can also click right here, and you get the different modes right here: simple, auto, and manual. Manual, it's also one of the most important modes on this camera. As you can see, we can control pretty much everything like a professional camera. Also down here we get other options on their mode. We have a couple of few things that are new. We have the multi-view option. You can activate 3 cameras at the same time, both of the rear cameras and the front-facing camera. You also get slow motion and time lapse. We don't have time lapse on the G4. The last one, let's back here to the auto mode. The last one here, it gives you access to change the picture size and video size. And this one is also new. You can add different filters to the pictures or videos. Looking at the front-facing camera, we get the same resolution, 8 megapixel. You also get access to the modes right there. One thing to mention, guys, is that we don't get access to or quick access to the camera if the phone is locked. Of course, you can swipe from the lock screen to get access to the camera, as you can see right here. But we don't have the quick access like we had last year. At least I haven't seen it. On the G4, if the screen is off, you double press the volume button down, it opens the camera and it takes a picture. So that's as far as the interface here on the LG G5. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Final conclusions. The LG G5, it's by far, for sure, one of the best phones that you can buy right now. I will say between this and the Galaxy S7 Edge, best phones and best cameras that you can get right now. You get an amazing performance, as you guys saw from that benchmarking test. This phone actually scored few points above the S7 Edge. We get dual cameras. You get the wide angle camera. You get a beautiful screen, removable battery. You get access to micro SD card. So that's all I have for right now, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you later. Peace out.